Airbnb, Vrbo, many of us have tried staying somewhere other than a hotel while on vacation. But people who live in popular vacation spots, including, of course, many in our state, don't necessarily like the rotating cast of neighbors in those short-term rentals. Our Rio Rancho Bureau Chief Feliz Romero looks at the changes coming to that front in the city of Vision.
Short-term rentals have been a hot topic in the city of Rio Rancho since October 2024. Spurred on by the public, the mayor tapped 2 other councilors to revise the ordinance.
On this particular end, I think these were good compromises. If we feel like we need to dial it back or they get out of control, I know this governing body is willing to listen to that.
The compromises expand what's allowed. The original ordinance allowed short-term rentals to be rented out once a week or 52 times a year. The provision changes that to 7 times a month or 84 times a year, with no regulation in the month of October for Balloon Fiesta, a change that isn't universally popular.
I am troubled a little bit with 84 rentals per year in a single dwelling unit when, by and large, when there's still a pretty big split in the community on short-term rentals.
The second provision changes how the city limits permits from a flat 420 short-term rentals citywide to a density rule that mandates a 2-house buffer between each rental. Some residents still worry how this will affect the housing market.
You see housing prices rise in pretty much every city that continues to allow more and more short-term rentals. Look at it everywhere. I'd also like to point out you don't need to completely uncap the month of October.
The city also plans to tighten renewal rules from 30 days to renew expired permits to 15 days.
As far as I'm concerned, this ordinance solves all my problems, and I would urge the adoption of it.
The ordinance passed its first hurdle. If the council passes it at the next meeting, it becomes law on July 1st. Feliz Romero, KOB4.